So this week we watched The Innocent from 2022, just a few years ago. It's on the list because it's one of the Janus contemporaries. Basically, the Criterion Collection has sort of a label that they do film stuff with called Janus Films, and it's like a distribution thing, basically. They'll pick up the rights to distribute a film if it's good, and significant. And this is one that made the cut. It won some awards. It's pretty good. It's directed by and starring Louis Garrel. Probably Louis. He's French. It's French. It's a French film. It's a crime comedy. 100 minutes long. Great length. Love it. This was honestly a very fun movie. I wasn't sure going into it what I was in store for because I hadn't heard anything about this before, despite the fact that it is so new. Basically, this tells the story of a man who's in jail. We don't know exactly why, but he has met a woman, and she's coming in to visit him, and he's taking acting classes from her, it seems. So she is like an acting coach, and he is, and they meet there at her acting classes, and so they end up hitting it off. And she ends up marrying him in the jail. There's a ridiculous scene where she's racing behind the prison, the prison transport that's taking him back to jail, and she's blasting music out of her car, and her adult son is in the passenger seat. Why are you driving like this? You're crazy. You're gonna get us both arrested. And she's like, no, they won't arrest people during a prison transport. Trust me, it's fine. I'm playing music for him so he can hear that it's me. I was like, okay, alright, she's smitten. She's she's well middle-aged and she's very smitten, and it's the sort of behavior you usually see from a teenager who makes bad decisions. But, she is 50-something and doing this. Young at heart, they call it. And so they end up getting married, and he gets out of jail. Good behavior, I suppose. And they decide they're going to open up a flower shop together. She's like, I'm tired of acting, so I'm going to throw in with this. It'll be fine. It's great. I love flowers. It'll be good. And the son, her adult son, does not trust this guy. She met him in jail. So he starts tailing him everywhere. He starts watching him, and the guy is aware. He's like, oh god, he's still behind me, isn't he? What is he doing? He does not trust. The son so the son has also some tragic backstory going on. He has a dead wife, and he's best friends with the wife's best friend now at this point, so they're always hanging out. They work at the same place. It's an aquarium. He's a marine life expert, and it's a whole thing where his wife is dead, and so he has to move on, and now his mother's the only family he's got, other than his dead wife's best friend too. These are the two people who are closest to him in his life. So he's I need to be very protective of these folks because that's what I've got. And so he does not trust this criminal who's gotten out of jail and is now as far as he's concerned, preying on his mother for room and board and help with business and whatnot. And so, he's snooping. As you do. And the snooping winds up paying off in the end, because he does catch him, chatting with a dude. And he's like, what are they talking about? What's going on? I need somebody to spy on them. So he, gets the friend, the friend who is a girl, but not a girlfriend. He gets her to, go in and spy on him. And he sees right through this. He's just oh, wait a minute. Oh, I know you. He recognizes her or something. He's yeah, I'm dating Sylvie. I'm married to her. That's my wife now. You're friends with my son-in-law, aren't you? And she's oh yeah. And it's a whole thing. They end up finding out that he does have something planned. He is planning a criminal enterprise. There's a heist that he's got going on. And He's being pulled into this by the folks who gave him the money for the flower shop. I guess it's like a favor that he's done for them. They want to rob a truck. There's a truck that's moving caviar. And they're like, we're gonna steal the caviar while the trucker is having his meal. I timed him eating at this place on previous occasions, and it'll take him exactly an hour. We have plenty of time. It's like ridiculous. You can't. You know, I'm somebody who goes into a restaurant and orders the same thing. 9 times out of 10. If I go to a restaurant and I like what they have, I know what I'm getting. I like the thing that I'm getting. I go to the local steakhouse. I'm getting the steak. I'm getting it medium. I'm getting the potato skins. If I'm going to the Middle Eastern restaurant down the road, I'm getting the lamb kofta. It's delicious. Why would I not? I know I like it. Come on. But yeah, so they know what this guy's gonna get, so they have it timed out how long it's gonna take him to eat. And yeah, so they're just gonna rob his truck. Things go sideways. There's double crosses. It's a heist movie. You can't just have the job go off without a hitch. You need to have some sort of tilt. And there's a tilt in this film. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens, because I don't want to just run through and be like, here, this happens, then this happens, and then this happens. They echo some opening stuff. They echo some of the opening scenes in the film in the end. The son ends up in jail, covering for the criminal guy, and they just echo the whole marriage with the mother and the criminal, with now his gal his pal who was a gal is now his gal pal, and then his wife. And I'm like, that came out of nowhere. Like, obviously they were kind of close, but like, she was like, oh, it's hard to be around you because you remind me of my dead best friend. And he's like, it's hard to be around you because you remind me of my dead wife, but we're in this together. And then they wound up hooking up, and I'm like, okay. There's a scene that sort of would lead you to believe that that's something, like they had that sort of chemistry, but also, like, it's not really, because they were pretending. It's weird. It feels like a tacked-on romance to me. I don't know. It's a thing in modern movie where they're just like, we need to incorporate a romance plot, don't we? Not a modern film, but the same thing happened in Mystery Men. It's just a fun, jokey superhero movie that for some reason had a romance plot with Ben Stiller. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't remember exactly why I knew this was a thing. I knew that the actor Jean Reno was in this, or possibly Jean Reno. Jean Reno? The guy from Leon the Professional. The guy from Godzilla 1997. You know the guy. He's the French actor. He's in this, and I knew that he was in this, even though, like, none of the promotional material has him. The wiki page doesn't have him. IMDb doesn't have him. But I'm watching, and I'm just like, there he is. I spotted him. I guess he didn't want to get credit or something. I don't know exactly what the deal is. He just plays one of the cops. Just a cop who's questioning the guy. It might be in the trivia section on IMDb or something. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's a solid film. It was very endearing. There were some very entertaining parts. It's all French, of course. If you can deal with that, watch it. I am not conversant in French, so I'm using the subtitles over here. There's some musical bits in it that I'm sure the song lyrics had some sort of deeper meaning. Did not translate via the subtitles. I will say that much. For some reason, this is called a comedy, crime comedy, and like, I don't know necessarily that I would call it a comedy, but it's good. I will say, if nothing else, there was some fun action, and it wasn't too over the top, and honestly, very small cast, relatively speaking. The credits on this thing were quite short, which is in direct contrast to some things that you see these days coming out of like Hollywood, where it's just you sit in the the credits are playing for like a full 10-15 minutes, and you're like, oh god, why are there so many people on this? Like, well, they have all these CG artists, they have multiple different shooting locations, yada yada yada. Not so much here. They had a restaurant, they had some abandoned buildings, they had a flower shop, they had a jail, a graveyard, just a couple of locations all in the same damn town. Because it costs money to move around, and honestly, if you don't need to, why would you? I recommend if you're looking for a fun crime thing and you don't mind subtitles, give it a watch. And hey, speaking of giving something a watch, what are we watching this week? 3, 2, 1, and go! Alright, they're down into the horse plinko immediately. And what is out front? It is charade. Coming out front. That is a French word. I don't trust it. Followed closely by the Sweet Smell of Success. Moonrise Kingdom vying for second. No, the Moonrise Kingdom is falling behind. Alright, we have Charade and Fear City over here. We got two different length tracks, it seems. This does a little spin. This goes up. Okay. This might be faster. I don't know. Charade into the spinny thing. Oh my god, what's going on down there? Oh, we have things dying. Repo Man, the Hit, and Cameraman. Oh no, the Cameraman. Oh, I actually want to watch that. It's, I want to watch all of these, that's why I picked them, but, the Cameraman, it is, oh, Fear City out front. I've seen that already. That'll be a nice, easy week. But yeah, no, the Cameraman is, oh, this is a murder machine. The Fear City is dead. Okay. Wow. Am I gonna get my dinner with Andre? What is this? What is this? What is this? This is just space here. Charade jumped ahead. A Charade just is toying with the competition. And my dinner with Andre has been flung into the abyss. Oh no. Charade got stuck hard. Super hard. Brazil and Night Moves and Killing of a Chinese Bookie are out. Never Weaken is out front, followed by Charade and Moonrise Kingdom. Moonrise Kingdom has made it through these cubes, and our winner is Moonrise Kingdom. Okay. Wow. First place, Moonrise Kingdom, then second place, Charade, third place, Never Weaken. Here comes the third man. I'd love to watch that. But Moonrise Kingdom is also one that's a long time coming. Last Hurrah for Chivalry, Seven Samurai. My favorite software is Being Here. A Cult is my passport. Do we have enough survivors? We do to finish out a top 10. Fellini Satyricon. Vampire with a Y. And Bazine Meadow, will you finish? Or are you stuck in the gulag? Bazine Meadow appears to be stuck in the gulag. You better get through, the fire's catching up. Alright, Bazine Meadow gets to finish for 11th place. Our winner is officially Moonrise Kingdom. I don't even really need to bring out my movie list for this one. I'll do it anyway, though. Alright, Moonrise Kingdom. So this is a Wes Anderson film. That's... Okay, so Moonrise Kingdom, Wes Anderson from 2012. Of course, Wes Anderson is my favorite director, so I was like, ooh, he's on the Criterion Collection. I can do something with that. Yeah, 2012, it made it onto the list because it is from Criterion's list of films with great soundtracks. It is a comedy drama, according to IMDb. I'll take that definition. His films are... They all kind of skirt that line. They're all great. And look at that! Oh my god, it's 94 minutes long. Ideal movie length. He's done it. Oh, Okay, well, I'm excited for Wes Anderson now. I was already excited for Wes Anderson because the Phoenician scheme looks very entertaining as well. And then I get this, Moonrise Kingdom.